Training Document. Night Squadron. Introduction. This training will present tasks that you will encounter in the field. Some of these tasks will present a rigorous and difficult challenge, but it is better that you fail here than in the field. These tasks will include, but will not be limited to: equipment, formations, proper firearm usage and firearm safety. Yes, team kill will be on during our operations. Urban combat, room clearing, team composition, equipment. Training equipment will be simple. You will just be using the starter kit. The reason for this equipment is the fact that everyone has it. This doesn't mean you'll be forced to use the starter kit. During operations, you will be allowed to use your own kit as long as it complies with the Night Squadron uniform. Formations. There are 3 main formations that we will frequently be using. Shoulder to shoulder. When your commanding officer tells you to STS, they mean to line up with your shoulder aligned with the person next to you's shoulder. Wedge. This will mainly be used for photo taking. A wedge is where you have your commanding officer at the tip of the wedge, with the others aligning their shoulder with the person in front of them's opposite shoulder. It should go down by rank. Single file line. If you pass the first grade, this should be obvious. You line yourself up with the person in front of you and walk in a straight line. Proper firearm usage and firearm safety. Safety rules. Treat every weapon as if it were loaded. Never point a weapon at anything you don't intend to shoot. Keep finger straight and off the trigger until you are ready to fire. Keep weapon on safe until you are ready to fire. Be certain what your target is and what is beyond it. Urban combat. Open areas. Streets, alleys, parks, and other open areas must be avoided at all costs. Open areas make you an easy target for enemy snipers or enemy crew-served weapons. Infantry must be inside for as long as they can. You are not armored to the teeth. However, smoke grenades could be used to keep you concealed as you cross the street to the next building. Keep in mind, if the enemy has thermal sighting systems, this may not work as well. If the enemy decides to use suppressive fire through the smoke, attempt to find some form of cover which is resilient enough to bullets. You must move to the next building as soon as possible, to not be caught in enemy fire. If in the case you are not able to move to a building, you must use smoke grenades, suppressive fire, cover, and concealment to successfully move through the kill zone. Your automatic rifleman must provide sufficient suppressive fire as the rest of the squad moves along to the next point of cover. As the rest of your squad finally moves to the next point of cover, they will provide suppressive fire for the automatic rifleman to successfully make it to the point of cover. This shall be repeated until you can successfully make it indoors. It is recommended that you stay in the shadows to give the enemy a much more difficult time trying to target you. Moving past windows. Windows are another hazard to a soldier. In the case of first floor windows, you must keep your head below the window as you walk past. Failure to do so could result in your head being blown off. Basement windows are another thing. A soldier should not walk/run past the window normally, and instead stick to the wall as they safely maneuver around the window. In the case of basement windows, you would keep your legs up as you make your way past the window. Moving around corners. Areas around corners must be observed before a soldier moves. A frequent mistake is that a soldier allows his weapon to extend the corner before exposing his position. This is known as flagging your weapon. Doing this allows the enemy to expect you turn around the corner and get an easy kill. Instead, you must pie the corner. This is done by aiming your weapon beyond the corner and sidestepping around the corner using the muzzle as a pivot point. Pieing a corner. Room clearing. This section will cover how to clear a room efficiently and safely. Keep in mind that not every room will be like this, and you will have to make quick critical decisions to save you and your squad mates' lives. Examples of how to clear rooms will now be presented to you. The fundamentals of room clearing. Close quarter battles, such as in rooms or hallways, must be executed with much more care. Units must train until each squad performs smoothly as to not have complications in the field. Each soldier must remember the 3 principles of room clearing. 1. Surprise. Surprise is very useful in a close quarters assault. Maintaining surprise allows you to have a few more seconds to react as you clear the room. 2. Speed. Speed allows you to neutralize the threat with little to no resistance. Speed does not mean how fast you enter the room, but rather how fast you eliminate the threat and how fast the room is cleared. 3. Controlled violence of action. Controlled violence of action eliminates/neutralizes the target while having the enemy have the least chance of inflicting friendly casualties. Controlled violence combined with speed increases surprise. Surprise increases speed, thus controlled violence is very important. This example uses a rectangular room with the door being in the center. This may not always apply. Man 1. The rifleman should enter the room first and eliminate the immediate threat. They would then move to the opposite corner of where the team stacks at. Upon entering the room, they should have visibility of the far corner. They would eliminate any immediate threat, and move to the first corner, where they would assume a point of domination. Note, where enemy forces are concentrated and the presence of non-combatants are unlikely, the assault team can precede their entry by throwing a fragmentation grenade into the room. Man 2. The team leader should enter the room almost simultaneously with the first, moving in the opposite direction. They should follow the wall and stay out of the center. The second man clears out any immediate threats and moves to the second corner, taking up a point of domination. Man 3+4. The third man simply enters after the second man, moving in the direction where the first man moved, clearing any threats the first man might have missed. This will go the same for the fourth man, however moving in direction of the second man. Points of domination and sectors of fire. Points of domination must not be in front of doors or windows. A team leader may order any member of the assault team to move further into the room overwatched by the other team members. When the room is cleared, the team leader will announce that the room is cleared. From there, your squad leader will determine if their squad can continue further into the building. Reasons for modifying the entry technique. Objective rooms are consistently small. Clear with 2 or 3 men. Shortage of men. Clear in teams of 2 or 3. Enemy poses no immediate threat. 1 or 2 men clear each room, making sure no enemy or non-combatant is present. No immediate threat and speed is mandatory. 1 man visually searches each room. Hallway clearing. There are 2 methods of clearing a hallway. 1. Serpentine. This is used in narrow hallways. Soldier 1 provides security straight ahead while Soldier 2 and 3 covers the left and right sides of Soldier 1. Soldier 4 provides security to the rear. 2. Rolling T. This is used in wider hallways. Soldier 1 and 2 move abreast, covering the opposite side of the hallway. Soldier 3 should be between Soldier 1 and 2 as Soldier 3 covers the far end. Soldier 4 should still be providing security to the rear. T-section hallway clearing. The team should separate into 2 by 2 teams. Soldier 1 and 2 should stack up on the left side of the hallway. Soldier 3 and 4 should stack up on the right side of the hallway. Soldiers 1 and 3 should move around the corners simultaneously while Soldiers 2 and 4 follow shortly. Soldiers 2 and 4 should stay around the corner providing fire when necessary until Soldiers 1 and 3 give them the signal that their sector is clear. They would then reform the original hallway formation and continue on. Hallway junction clearing. When arriving at a T hallway, but you are on the cross of the T, the third man must line up with the first soldier, as the fourth soldier takes the third soldier's place, providing security from the rear. From there, the third soldier would turn the corner as the first, second, and fourth soldier move through the hallway focused on their respective line of sights. As soon as the first soldier passes the hallway, the third soldier will begin to sidestep past the intersection. Once the fourth soldier passes the third soldier, they will all go back into the serpentine formation. Stairway clearing. Stairs are almost as dangerous as doorways, however the danger being increased due to the 3-dimension aspect of the stairs. Despite this, this still follows a basic format. The first soldier would head in first, eyes towards the immediate landing. His fellow soldiers would follow shortly behind with their eyes trained on the landing above them. They would neutralize any targets and continue making their way up the stairs. Verbal commands and signals. Status. Signal given by the team leader requiring all team members to report if their sectors are clear and if they are ready to continue. Clear. Signal given by individuals reporting if their sector is clear or not. Up. Signal given by individuals reporting if they are ready to continue. Room clear. Signal given by the team leader to team members and squad leader to inform them that the room is clear. Man down. Signal given when an individual has been wounded or injured and cannot continue their mission. Short room. Signal given by the first soldier, indicating that the room is small and can easily be inspected, thus all team members should not enter. Go long. Command telling another team member to take up security further down the room or hallway. Reloading. Self-explanatory. You don't have to say this. This is just for VC. However, we may request for you to ignore this to clear up VC. Training document. Night Squadron. End.